All right, personal finance class. Hope everybody is doing well, hanging in there, given the circumstances. Wanted to go over this. All right, purchasing an automobile. This is what I'm going to have you guys do instead of a final test for this. All right, I'm just going to have you do this mini project. All right, and this is kind of in substitution of the other automobile project, the original one. All right, this should be quick, should be simple. All right, if you've already done the automobile portion of the project, you can use pieces of that. If you want to turn that into me, I can also give you extra credit for doing that. All right, but let's just focus on this right now. Purchasing an automobile. All right, first part is define the following as they apply to purchasing an automobile. You can go online, type these in. All right. What does it mean to cash purchase a vehicle? All right, obviously, it means you won't be taking out a loan. These are just important terms that you need to understand before you go in to purchase an automobile. All right, so look those up, briefly define them. Don't have a ton of space. You don't need a ton of writing there. If you could please type those, use a font that works so that you can fit those in. All right, and let's not share documents with one another. Okay, let's keep the integrity of the assignment. All right, the last one, number 6, says identify 5 tips for purchasing a vehicle. Again, you should have these from the video that I sent out originally on purchasing a vehicle or the website. They have tips for purchasing a car, right? That should help you. Okay. Number 7 says draw a slip of paper for your car purchasing scenario. All right, well, you don't need to draw a slip of paper. Instead, I have attached this document right here. Let me pull it up. Boom. Buying a car scenarios. Okay, so there's scenario 1. You can choose scenario 1 if you'd like. College student with a part-time job. All right, so it gives you the down payment that you're going to have when the car. It gives you the trade-in value that you have. The desired loan term gives you your gross income. Right, so that's a yearly income. Again, as a college student with a part-time job, so you're only making $18,000. Right, you might say, why would I choose this scenario? The scenarios get better as we move on, right? But if you want to challenge yourself and kind of give you a real life situation, you can choose scenario 1, right? College student with a part-time job. You're not going to have a ton of money to go out and buy a car, right, while you're in college. So again, interest rate you qualify for is 4.5%, right? And then other factors, right? Well, it says right there, college student with a part-time job, right? As we keep going, 25-year-old seeking a cool but functional car. It gives you your down payment. Your gross income goes up because you're 25, right? So you must have a full-time job. You're looking for a cool but functional car for somebody at that age. All right, again. And then finally, middle-aged man seeking a fun car, scenario 3. If that looks like something you would want to do, you can choose scenario 3. It's not as much of a challenge, right? And as far as finding a car within the price range, you're looking for something fun, right? So you can use scenario 3 as well. But what you need to do is choose one of these scenarios, okay? Scenario 1, scenario 2, or scenario 3, and right at this area right here, somewhere, right? Whether that be in the side here, or even, this might be a great spot, up at the top, right? Scenario 1, scenario 2, or scenario 3, whichever one you choose. So that I know which one you chose, right? So I don't have to guess or I don't have to look at it. Obviously, it should be pretty easy for me to tell because you're going to start putting the numbers in here as they come from the scenarios worksheet. So the down payment, right? So if I choose the first one, down payment, $1,000. I fill that in right here, $1,000. Trade-in value, etc. Loan term. Now look, gross income per month. These are things that you need to make sure you know, all right? So you need to be able to calculate these. So let's read this. We've drawn the slip of paper by looking at the scenarios chart. We chose a scenario. Now it says visit the following website. All right, you can type that in, or just type in your search bar, practical money, how much car can you afford, all right, and input the information based on the scenario you were provided. So the car payment should not exceed 10% of your gross income, okay? Can't exceed 10% of your gross income. So select a percentage below 10% to determine the payment you can afford. So mess with that, all right, to figure out something that you can afford. Again, payment you can afford. How can you tell? All right. Well, you look at your gross income per month. All right. What is your gross income per month? All right. If we're looking at scenario 1, all right. Scenario 1 says the gross income. Scenario 1's right here. The gross income is $18,000. If we divide that by 12 months in a year, we will get our gross income per month. Right, which isn't very much there. All right. So let me go back to this worksheet. All right, so you're really just filling that in using the calculator that is given to you. All right, I can do if you're having issues finding that calculator, I will post. Actually, I'll post the link as well. All right, I'll post the link to the calculator on the assignment. All right, that way you can have it. So you are using that. All right, select calculate. It says what is the total cost you can afford based on your scenario. What amount will the loan be for? All right, so how much is the loan going to be for based on the scenario that's given to you? All right, and then answer these questions. How might the amount of your down payment affect your financing options? So think about that, right? If you give more of a down payment, how could that affect you? If you give lesser of a down payment, how could that affect you? All right, it says choose 3 cars. All right, so you're going to go on eBay Motors or CarMax, any website that you want to. All right, make sure it's just a legit website, Carvana, CarMax. It says it right there, eBay, whatever you'd like. All right, select 3 cars that you're interested in purchasing. Identify the year, make, and model for the 3 selections. Remember, they cannot exceed your total cost requirement. So if you want more options, you're going to choose scenario 3. If you want lesser options, you want to make it more of a challenge, you're going to choose scenario 1. All right, complete the following chart, all right, of each car. All right, you're going to look into the key features. Based on the research, which car would you select? Why? So this is just you going through an evaluation of the vehicles, right? So you look up 3 cars that you might be interested in. Find the price of the car, the gas mileage, the mileage on the car, the key features, right? The safety rating if you can find it, right? Google if you can't find it. Based on your research, which will you select? Which factor was most important when selecting a car to purchase and why? And then finally answer the last 4 questions. What is the extended warranty? Should you purchase one? Why or why not? What type of interest rate would you expect to have? Would you expect if you have a high credit score? So think about that. If you have a high credit score versus having a low credit score, 16 and 17 there. All right, obviously a low credit score is not great. It's not good. All right, 18, imagine that you would like to purchase the car selected from a dealer or individual who is willing to haggle. Write a script using 3 negotiating techniques to make a deal. Underline each technique used. That is extra credit. If you would like to do number 18, that is extra credit. All right, number 18 is extra credit, but I do want you to do the rest of it, and that will be due next week. Check the due date. Make sure you're getting that done. We don't have much left. The seniors are going to be done very soon. Assignments are going to be ending for you guys, I believe, in the second week of May, so May 15th. So you got about 2 weeks left. I would like for you guys to get this done, all right, so that I can give you guys a test grade for this quarter. All right, this is going to be a test grade. Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions. I will do a Zoom meeting soon so that anyone who's confused at anything can answer those questions, okay? Have a good one, guys.